Okay, so let's get right to it. And a lot of you have an opinion on this next story. One of the biggest names in country music, Morgan Wallen, is facing swift backlash right now. In fact, we're watching him being canceled as we speak. It's because of this video obtained by TMZ where you can hear him use the N-word as he's coming home from a night out drinking with friends. Morgan has apologized, but he's facing all sorts of consequences. His music label has suspended him, radio stations and streaming services have pulled his hit songs, and the Academy of Country Music says he is no longer eligible for awards consideration. Female country stars like Maren Morris and Kelsey Ballerini are also calling him out, saying female stars are held to a higher standard than men in the industry and would be immediately dropped and labeled social pariahs. Black female country star Mickey Gutton also tweeted about it, pointing out that this is not his first time using that unacceptable racial slur. One interesting note, the president of the NAACP in Nashville is saying she'd like to use this opportunity to educate Wallen. Okay, so here we go. Already reading the comments, people wondering if he should even have a road to redemption. Erica, you are the queen of the comeback. Do you think that Morgan Wallen, do you believe in his apology, and do you think that he's willing for, or has he earned that comeback in your opinion?
Well, you know, when I say everyone's deserving of the comeback they're willing to earn, that comeback doesn't necessarily land you where you fell. You know, that's a long road. I think we've talked about this individual a couple times on the show, and it's never been in a positive light. In terms of the NAACP wanting to use this as a teachable moment, I think it is very important, especially going on social media and the very divisive nature of people who are supporting him versus people who feel like he should be canceled. And a lot of people bring up all of these other instances of when this word is acceptable and what's the double standard. And really, if you want to have that be the hill that you die on, then it's really kind of showing your character in terms of where your priorities lie. It's okay to have an opinion, but to be so staunch in the idea of actually wanting this to be okay in some instance, it's just unacceptable. But I also think that it's very telling that so many people have distanced themselves. He obviously has no allies, or not a lot of allies in the industry, and not an ally in his neighbor as well.
And Eric, I think you hit it on the head. I think we need to make sure that we're using the right word when we're talking about what happened to this gentleman. We throw cancel culture around and we allow that to be kind of the blanket term for everything, but you can be deplatformed, you can be canceled, or brands can remove their name from you, and that's what's happened. I would say that Kramer got canceled. Socially, he got canceled. People don't want to hear from him anymore. Alex Jones got deplatformed. Donald Trump got deplatformed. He is just having the Country Music Awards and other advertisers saying, we don't want our name, just like Byron and Co., attached to somebody that's got beliefs that we don't agree with. So like when we start talking about cancel culture, just to make sure we're using the right term.
Do you think, did you buy his apology?
This isn't the first time he's been in trouble, right? And listen, I'm all for a comeback, but I think it's a little too soon to be talking about a comeback. I think you have to answer and face your consequences first. Listen, I've been in this game for a long time. I've said some things that I regret. I've paid the price for those things, right? You have to earn, like Erica said, you don't come back to where you were. You fall down that ladder. And if you are deserving of a comeback years later, if you show, you know, an appreciation of what's going on, you show how sorry you were. I don't want to use other examples because I want this to stand alone. But you have to earn that comeback, right? I think we're way too soon to talk about a comeback. And he said what he said, and he's got to pay the piper now.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. We'll have to wait and see.